What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol PPSI for Pioneer Power Systems. On the left-hand side, we do have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First things first, this will, of course, be an update. You can see our critical levels coming from this area of resistance, this area of support, and certainly our highs were resistant, and we broke that on today's session. So this is kind of interesting. Huge upper wick on the daily candle, massive inverted hammer. What I'm basically seeing here is a huge look above and fail, right? Technically speaking, on today's session, we looked above, we failed back down into range. As we know, the target should be down here at $7.20. Kind of a big failure, if you will, to remain above 12, that nice round number, also the top of the range, as we just discussed. So that's really the daily perspective. Doesn't look great here. Maybe we get a hold of the prior breakout point and it turns into a break retest. Let's see if we can use that as a higher set of lows in here. So HL for higher lows and then move forward. We'll ultimately have to see. But as of right now, not looking so good. Kind of like people lost interest as it broke up in over 12 and everyone started selling the position, right? So taking a look at the 30-minute intraday session to see what else we can learn about the movement, of course, there's a couple of things I want to do. So firstly, let's take out the fibs from the low of the morning up to the high. And what I'm doing or trying to illustrate here is that on the pullback, it's not like we even saw a bounce off the 38.2, just blew right through it. Same thing through the 50, little bit of a bounce, sure, at the 61.8, but ultimately never closing candles back above and rolling over into the end of the day. So a very weak close and basically no support. No one was interested in buying the pullback inside of Pioneer is what I'm getting at. Let's now come in from the high down to the low. It's almost the same exact thing. It basically is, but it's just opposite. So the 38.2 is here now instead of the 61.8, and anything that consolidates underneath, again, is failing to break back above 12. That's bearish, first of all, but anything that consolidates here is bear flag, right? So something like this, breakdowns take us into that 883 and then potentially the low end of the range at 720. So that gives us wiggle room here. We know any sort of consolidation underneath. Let's go ahead and throw the level on at 1140. We'll take that off. Any consolidation that happens here is still bearish. Breakdown under the low of day to get to that midpoint of the range, that daily shelf right here. Reevaluate the chart. So see if we start printing 30-minute hammers, indecision doji candles, basically things that make you question, are we going to support at this level, right? If so, or even if we get some sort of pattern, maybe you flip long over those highs and retarget 11, 1150, that kind of area from the 38.2. That's if we start to hold. And again, that level to watch would be $8.83. It could even form as a pattern, right? Double bottom, break of the neckline takes you back higher, and something like this could be a fake break. So that really puts into play the inverted head and shoulders type pattern, right? Something like this, but that's the area. And then if that one goes, as we know, we're probably just not interested in the stock, noting it will come down to the bottom of the end of the range and potentially lower after that into, if we grab the other tool, the sort of lows from here, right? If we take this out, we're looking at 550. Now, if we look over on this tab, obviously there's no shares to short, no options chain, so you're not going to take part in the downside. You're just going to avoid longs if we don't hold up at 883 in my estimation. So those are really my thoughts here. The chart does not look very promising. What you'll notice is, again, a big volume surge in the morning. After that, it tapered off. People seem to have lost interest, and everyone, or rather no one, was interested in buying the pullbacks as we sort of illustrated here. So that's PPSI in a nutshell. If you enjoyed the video or learned anything new, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.